What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Hi, how you guys doing? Welcome back to Deck Profile Monday. And yes, we're finally back on the same schedule again, hopefully. Now, in today's video, two-part deck profile videos, I'm going to introduce you guys a re-update deck profile and another debut of a clan that we're all probably familiar with the most. So in this video, I'll be doing a deck profile debut of Oracle Think Tank. So we're going back into Oracle Think Tank again, and we are doing a deck that I've always been wanting to do for a very long time, but I just never had a chance to really build it just because I'm lazy. So there you go. But this is the clan. Oracle Think Tank for me is one of those clans that you hold very dear to because it's the very first clan you started the game with. Like for me, it was back in 2012, 2013, around there, when I first started playing Vanguard, is Oracle Think Tank was the deck that I chosen out of the trial decks. Just because the other clans for me, they were not for me. They were not my gig. But, yeah. So, this one for me was a very special one. And for me, this deck, it was a right chain of Tsukuyomi, which I've always wanted to have, but nobody wasn't willing to help me out get the deck. So I waited for years later, and I finally have the pieces of, pieces of Tsukuyomi. Why are we talking about Yu-Gi-Oh right now? I don't know. But without any further ado, let's just dive right into this deck profile because I am excited about debuting this, you guys. And it's my own version, and it's my own build. So if you guys don't like this build, and if you guys want to get really judgmental with me, just click the little red X. That's all I'm asking. Because I don't want any more negativity on this channel or this videos, but I want to give you guys a deck profile that I myself is very proud of to have. So, for grade zeros, I'm playing Godhawk Ichibyoshi just because it'd be a proper way to start the deck off because it is Tsukuyomi's starter anyways. So, I feel like, you know what, why not? It's the best option. So, there you go. For triggers, of course, we're going with the standardized 4 heals, 4 draws, and 8 crits. Because Protects and Force does not have Excel, sadly. So now I'm playing 4 Spear Maguses. I'm playing 4 Weather Forecaster Mist. 4 Battle Sister Gingers. And finally 4 Oracle Guardian Nikes. Just because these are the cards that Misaki Tokura used in both the original anime and the manga versions. So you gotta stick with some of the classics a little bit. Even if they're like part manga and part anime, you know, you gotta have a good feel to them. And I've known this clan for a very long time myself. So it's the very first clan that I've dabbled in the most. So, yeah. Okay, so for grade 1s, we're of course playing 12 grade 1s. This is my standardized number for all my decks. Just it helps me get, you know, some things going. So we're starting off with Goddess of the Crescent Moon, Tsukuyomi. And I do like the artwork, though I'm not too comfortable with the whole white background. But that's just part of like, maybe she's right behind the moonlight, maybe behind the moon. But we all know her skill, but just in case we all don't. If I have Godhawk Ichibyoshi in the soul, look at the top 5 cards of your deck at the beginning of your ride phase. Yeah. And then search for any card in there from among them and place the rest of the cards in the bottom of your deck in any order you wish. And if you just so happen to put Goddess of the Half Moon Tsukuyomi in the drop zone, you can superior ride it. However, you cannot ride in the same turn you did this. So, standardized. Yeah, that's like a ride chain right there anyways. Next, I'm playing 4 Divine Sword Ame-no-Murakumo. It's just for our grade 3 searcher. It'll help you get your grade 3s pretty much sooner. And the funny thing is, when I read the grade 3 Tsukuyomi's effect, I knew this has to be an essential to have in any Oracle Think Tank deck, or especially for Tsukuyomi. Just because if you have another grade 3 Tsukuyomi in your hand, next turn you can ride that, get a protect marker, and then you can activate her skill, draw any amount of cards as long as there are a certain number of Tsukuyomi units in the soul. However, on Ame-no-Murakumo's other ability, he gains 5,000 power anytime if any card was revealed this turn. So, yes, he is a Susanoo Wo card, personally, but he goes to any deck because he used to be a stride fodder. Finally, for grade 1s, we're playing 4 copies of Director Angel. He's been like my favorite one so far. When he's placed, Vanguard only, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, reveal one of them from among them, put that card on top of your deck, and the other one goes to your bottom of your deck. So, it helps you stack your deck a little bit for chances of getting triggers, or set you up for later game to go full blast with Tsukuyomi. Next, for grade 2s, and since we are keeping it kind of classic to Misaki Tokara's old build with new build, let's try to just keep it as real as we can here. So, we got 4 copies of Goddess of the Half Moon Tsukuyomi. At the beginning of your ride phase, if you have Goddess of the Crescent Moon in your soul, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Select 1 card from among them and add to your hand. Put the rest of your bottom of your deck in the order you wish, and then discard 1 card from your hand. And if you so happen to discard Goddess of Full Moon Tsukuyomi, you can superior ride it. So, yeah, that is awesome sauce. And during your turn, if you have Tsukuyomi in the soul, add 3,000 power when she attacks or is being attacked. So, either way, you have a little extra protection power from your opponent. Now, since I'm the kind of person who likes angels as well, I got 4 copies of Sapient Angel. When Sapient Angel is placed, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, rearrange them in any order you wish. So, she'll help you pretty much get your cards. And then finally, another favorite of mine, 3 copies of Maiden of Libra. Now, Libra is a very special card to me because it represents the old Misaki Tokara build when she first started playing Vanguard in Season 1. So I figured this is a good tribute to her as well. However, her old skill was when she attacks, an attack of Vanguard hit, Counterblast 2 and draw a card. So Counterblast 2 is a bit much. So they reduce that down to 1 Counterblast only and you draw a card if attacks gets hit as long as she gets boosted. Now her 1 turn ability is you Counterblast or discard a card from your hand and she gets plus 10k power. Awesome bonus right there. So that's my little trick on it, and I played against somebody with this deck before and it did really amazing against him. And he wasn't very salty about it. He was just like, I'm glad that you're sticking with the clan that you love the most. Because, you know, I like getting praised. I like being adored sometimes. And, you know, it's nice to help someone else, especially the new people. Anyways, for grade 3s, we're playing the boss bitch herself, Cruella de Vil. No, I'm just kidding. Goddess of the Full Moon Tsukuyomi. We all know what she does. So, the grade 2 Tsukuyomi and the grade 1 just only gives up the right chain. This is where it stops. So, her active skill is you Counterblast 1 and you discard a card from your hand. Then, you draw the number of cards as many units and Tsukuyomi units in the soul. And, if you just so happen to get 3, if you draw 3 this turn, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, select 1 card from among, select up to 2 cards, place them on top of your deck, and the rest goes in your bottom in the order you wish. Not in your bottom, not in your butt, but I mean like in the bottom of your deck in the order you wish. Shit. Oh god, this sounds atrocious. But anyways, then her last skill is, which is a good little bonus, anytime revealing 2 drive trigger checks during your drive check, add 10,000 power to the front row, which is an awesome little bonus. Next, I'm playing 4 copies of Goddess of Abundant Crops, Otogosahime. I'm going to probably butcher that name, but I'm going to say Otogosahime. She's mostly a Vanguard units, so she's not much. She's good for a little bit of a boost, but her power does come from the Vanguard only. So when placed, Counterblast 1 and draw 2 cards. And then her other skill is, okay, you know what, screw it, I'm just going to read it. When it attacks, if you discard 3 cards, you may discard 3 cards from your hand. If you discarded 3 cards until the end of this turn, all your units in the front row gets plus 20,000 power, and this unit goes critical by 1. So, in case you don't get either Euryale or Tsukuyomi, you have her as a backup contingency just in case. So she'll help you get your units off the best way to know how. finally I'm playing 2 copies of Evil Eye Princess Euryale, because in the old build I had, Euryale was also one of my favorite units to play. But when she was summoned, you take one of your cards from your opponent's hand and bind it. So, for this one, it's a Vanguard skill. When she attack hits, counterblast 1 and you draw 2 cards. Then her normal skill is, anytime we look up the cards in our decks, she gets a soul charge. Or she provides you a soul charge. Fair enough. So she's just a backup contingency also in case some things do fail. So that is the deck profile for the main deck. And there's always a deck list in the description box down below. Now for the imaginary gifts, I decided to go with 6 imaginary gift protect 1s. Just for the extra complete guard. And of course we gotta have our quick shield ticket. So nothing new from there. Not that any of you guys are shocked. But anyways, you guys, that is conclusion of the deck profile debut of Goddess of the Full Moon Tsukuyomi. I'm actually very happy to have made this deck. Okay, that was a bit of a bad outtake right there. I was gonna hold it like this because my camera's being a pain. But I'm glad you guys enjoyed watching this, and I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of this video. Be sure to subscribe, like this video, thumbs up for it, and show some love for the channel if you guys haven't yet. And don't ask me for Patreon because I don't do Patreon, so this is all good. But in case you guys want to know what's in this build, there's always a list in the description box down below. So feel free to go check that out. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.